letter C.
No. He said before the invasion by Spain, poets wrote. Did we have any information about that? You have information to the poets or anything? The main idea is here, look, poems portray the active society before the occupation, and the major notes indicate that what much of the content predates happened the initial invasion, even though some of the poems contain inarguable references to beliefs and customs common in Spain. So the poems has two customs before the occupation and after the invasion. So what you can guess? See out of content of text. But look for A. While content happened predates means the word predate means it happens before the date, before the invasion. Not predates as a predator and the prey in science. Means controlled. No. The invasion. While look comparison. While it happens before the invasion, it contains additions made after the invasion. As I said, after. Do you know it? Because it's after about this pain. So that's why. So both the before and after. So later it's correct. But it's great for me to delete B and D, correct? Try again.
letter D.
Letter D, no. Why? Let's read. Therefore, cause and effect. So based on these facts, there are differences in cognitive abilities among the monks, even though such differences may not actually exist. How? Because he mentioned here, researchers neglected to control for the physical difficulty that the monks cannot do it physically. So the cognitive abilities of the monks given problems requiring what? Little dexterity. The dexterity skills. Let's read again. Were judged. Remember about the cognitive abilities, subject and verb, were judged by the same criteria as were those of monkeys given physical demanding problems, such as that is means here there are differences in cognitive abilities. How to give them A task with physical difficulty, it is the same as without difficulty. Imagine. Let's go to letter D. Reveal more about cognitive abilities when solving artificial problems. Do we have comparison in the text? I always tell you about this trap. Do we have comparison? We didn't mention something else. Did we mention that what kind of problems? Artificial or natural? No, he didn't mention. Feel it? So letter D, we don't have comparison. We don't have any information about what kind of problems exactly. It's artificial or natural. So letter A is correct. So different than abilities. Now, before you're angry, easy questions. Do you remember this type of a questions? Let me help you.
Yes.
If you found the three phrases, delete. Three phrase, infinitive phrase, present participle phrase, and sometimes you call it absolute phrase. Present participle again. Three phrases, delete. One verb. But wait, this is hack. Follow the rules. Delete phrases. To suffice, infinitive phrase, delete. Right subject. Preposition phrase, delete. Find the verb. So price, enter. If you don't understand here singular or plural, must read to know. But it's a plural already. That's why. Because this is the only verb. All of them phrases. We need verb. So we check, we need verb or not. That's why. So I don't need to read this part. So don't read it. Only read the set to the question. And jump quickly. Save time. Next. Oh, look. Singular, singular, singular. No. Let's read. Oh, by the end of. So by the end, before something happened. So we have two actions. Before that, that happened. So before the end, that means past perfect tense. Letter B. So what is past perfect? An action happened before another action in the past. Two actions in the past. But this is the first one. The first one, you can use past perfect or past simple. But at least we need past. No past, no past, no past. Because this is present perfect. Present perfect tense means action started in the past and still happening up to now. How in the past? So wrong. That's why. Feel it? Something else can help you. Here, from the in. What? Past participle phrase, modifier. Here. What was formed? It's association. And we have explanation about it. So everything happened in the past already. So we have keyword here and keyword there. So it's past. Understood, Khalid? Khalid, is that clear?
Yes.
Now your turn. When you find it like that, see? When you find it like that, imagine you are in the middle between two complete sentences. Complete. You are in the middle. But you must check. Verb. As we expected. So you are in the middle. But how did you know? Read from the beginning. Chemical. Counters. Subject. Verb. And then present participle phrase. So here, this is new subject. This part. Subject. So we have two complete clauses. to complete sentence, I mean, whatever it is, simple or not. So, no punctuation, run on mistake, comma splice mistake. We need comma for fanboys, so it's a letter A. So we test use this sentence or fragment as we have studied. Let me remind you to know the subject and verb. You should delete all the phrases, delete all the relative clauses, delete all the non-essential, and then check the rest. If you found subject verb, it's a complete sentence. Now your turn. Try.
letter C. letter C.
Yes. Well,
Uh,
let me help you. Always, always focus on the apostrophe phrase. Apostrophe phrase, it's like additional information to describe something. He said here materialism. What's that? An apt assessment giving that the house of is said during the say so as a positive phrase to tell you what's going on, what is material. So we need comma. Imagine it. That's why. Semicolon and semicolon and it's for list. See information, semicolon, information, semicolon, and information. If we have commas between semicolons, it's a list, but where are the semicolons? Don't have, so A without saying wrong. If you want to use and, where is the coordination here? Compound, compound subject, compound predicate, any compound. We don't have. Feel that? Of course, a comma is necessary for the positive supplemental information. Letter C. Let me remind you, we use the apostrophe information, it's called apostrophe phrase or additional information to describe something before the comma directly, like that, right? Yes, let's go.
uh,
Oh, this one is hard. Try.
letter A.
Letter A, wrong. I told you,
letter C.
wrong. Letter D, wrong. Choose what you like.
Uh,
Letter D, my friend. Let me remind you. I told you transition words have three positions in writing, and we will test you. Remember, you will find it in any test. The first position, imagine we have sentence one, sentence two, sentence three. Where is the relationship? Other contrast. Where is the relationship? It must be between following and preface. Following and preface. So three positions. It can be at the beginning of the following. So what is the following? Two or three? You must find the relationship. You must find the sentence itself. Let's find. Semicolon means it's at the beginning of the second because it is the preface. Is the contrast between these two? Because already we have three sentences. Let's see. To humans, it doesn't appear that the golden orb weaver spider uses through the sentence. Look. Look for the other one, the second one. The brightly colored curtain seems to wait conspicuously in the center. So the contrast between number two and the number one. Now the transition words at the beginning of the following. At the beginning, it must be like that. Transition word, comma. So we need comma after. We need comma after. So this is wrong. Here we have complete sentence. You must close it, full stop, semicolon, dash, calling, expect, all of them. So look before. Look, we don't have wrong. Comma only. Comma only means two complete sentences with comma only. Wrong. That's why. So we have three sentences. One, two, three. Where is the relation between one and two? What is the position in the middle at the beginning of the second? At the beginning, it must be like that. If it is in the middle of the sentence, you need two commas, like this one. Is it in the middle or at the beginning? At the beginning of a sentence. So two commas for sure is wrong. This form always wrong because we have three positions at the beginning like that. Full stop or semicolon, transition words, and then sentences. So complete. So this form. The second one between two commas in the middle of the sentence. The last one, comma before transition words. Imagine here complete sentence. This means at the end of the following. So we have a sentence before. Imagine it. Friend.
Yes.
So is it at the end of the second or at the beginning of the second? Because this is the first. I'm talking about at the end of the second. So three positions. At the beginning of the second, in the middle of the second, at the end of the second. Here, number one, how it could be at the end. It's at the beginning. So be careful. And remember, I'm talking about something already in writing in English. And they will remind you a lot. Try.
letter B.
27, it must be letter C. I told you about a trap. Always check, is it singular or plural? In apostrophe S problem, noun, apostrophe noun. Check if it's a plural, noun plus plural S, you don't need the possessive S. Imagine, you don't need it. But the first step is to check, do we need position? Are we talking about position? Yes, sediment of. So you need apostrophe. Here we don't have, wrong. Here we're talking about something singular. How did you know? Try to find any word to help you. Do you have any word to tell you it's a single plural? Yes. How? The agreement, Khalid. Sediment one singular of player. Must be one, not two. If he said sediments, it can be for plural. So plural, wrong. Here, let's find the difference between B and C. What is difference? Apostrophe again. So are we talking about the migration, see, of rocks? Talk about the migration of rocks? No. So you don't need this part, or you need it. Let's read. Racetrack life trails in the what? Mysterious migration of the rock. So we need a apostrophe. Again, is it rock or rocks? Singular or plural? Must be plural, so plural both of them. So we test you for the position. So you must read to understand. So we're talking about the mysterious migration of the rocks. That's all. Feel it? So letter C, my friend.
Yes.
If you are confused about rock, singular, plural, go to read. Must. And look, he said trails. Trails is plural. So you are talking about something plural. So A again wrong. That's it. 28. Let me help you. Sometimes, Khaled, we test you for one clause of the sentence. Look, complete sentence. Subordinated conjunction, complete sentence. We test you here. Don't look there. So we test you for this part only. So remember, I will start reading.
Letter C.
So letter C. But I need to know why. Common mistake. Subject, comma, verb, object, wrong. This is a subject. And the verb, comma only, without any non-essential information. So it is wrong. Subject, verb, object, comma between the verb and object, wrong. But wait, subject, comma, information, comma, verb, comma, full stop, correct. Non-essential information. Agreement between them. Agreement in gender, number, meaning is structure, correct. But you're wrong. Only one comma. Common mistake. Yes. Something else, people say hacks. That single dash equals calling. If you found them in two answers and everything is the same, delete both of them. But remember, this is a hack. Be honest. Now again, Guide me if you would like to say something.
letter B.
Letter B and B correct. Let me tell you a secret. Let me
Again, sir.
let me tell you a secret. Sometimes in these questions you don't need to read the notes. Why? Because already all of them here. Because one of that related to the question. So why should you read the notes? Introduce this part. So to just like definition. What's it? Look, no. I understand from the positive information. And was written by this because we need to know the author. Who is the author? Fine. It's unfamiliar. You must mention the novel and author. Do you imagine?
Yes.
Fine. Here, you tell us about the events that occurred in. We don't talking about the events, only to introduce. But speed of reading for the notes can help you. So train your brain. Here again,
Letter A.
letter A, no. The relative sizes of the two. طب let me help you. Here for the relative sizes, you must tell me the relationship. Look, it's larger than, for example. But here just give me the directive fact. What is the relation? The problem with the language. Of course, you must mention both. Must mention both. So letter C is correct. So try to read to answer without reading the notes.
letter D.
Faster, dangerous man. How? Collect created paper versions. Correct. There is no anything here about how. Just information directly. That's correct. So common hacks says you can, because I have no time to read all of these, but you can quickly just, if you feel confusing, use this way. I try to catch about how, when, why, and what is the, Now again, try without reading, generalization about the kind of.
letter C.
Why? About that kind of study. Kind of study means how did they get the information? By comparison, historical context, by quotations, or they use the statistical methods. That's all. Feel it? Here you give me about the conclusions, talking about kind of study. Then you talk about the claim, and you ask about the claim. So all the question about the how can we collect information? We need claim first, and the claim it could be hypothesis, supposition, idea, or theory. Then what did they do to get it? By quotations, by theoretical studies, by field, by what? And what is the conclusion? And how did they keep their conclusion? Do you have surprise? It was expected? How? That's what I ask here. So it was about statistical correct. So next time, inshallah, Dr. Khalid, try to answer as much as you can from the next module, and I will send you a lot of notes again.
إن شاء الله تمام.
Now rest your brain and have fun. Assalamu alaikum.